How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast. Glad you can join us today. Hopefully you like Lowriders. Hopefully you like Greenlight. If not, maybe you might like them after this video. This is the newest set of Greenlight hobby exclusives, if you want to call them that. These are absolutely fantastic. These are actually Mijo exclusives. These are sold through M&J Toys as a exclusive distributor, although if you have a favorite hobby retailer, they more than likely buy them from M&J. So you should be able to get your hands on them. This is, kind of a fancy collector pack. You can see that obviously the boxes in these packs are completely pointless. You can never put the car in there. This first one right here, 73 Cadillac Coupe de Ville in pink. Looking absolutely just phenomenal. All that pinstriping and stuff on there looks super, super good. Says limited to 4,800 pieces. There is the deets on the back, just has a picture of the car. It's a little bit darker on the back than the actual car is. So that one's looking pretty fantastic. The rest of these four are all Impalas. This is the 63 Impala Lowrider, as it says. This is a kind of a light gray and black. This one looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely gives it that black and white look like it was, from back in the day. I really like that look a lot. Looks really, really good on this one. There is the card art on the back. Looking fantastic, of course. More fantastic coloring. This one in purple. Also a 63 Impala. This one has pink pinstriping and whatnot on it. Looks fantastic. Looks really, really good. Really like this one a lot. Good artwork as well. Looking amazing. This one's a little bit more traditional, just black with some white pinstriping on it. Definitely something that you'd see cruising around a little bit more on the not so flashy side. Some people don't want to be as flashy. There is the card art on the back of this one. These are all hard tops all the way. None of these are convertibles. And then this is the last one in this current mix. This one is a 64, although there's really not going to be any much difference between the two. This one in blue, baby blue, and white looks very, very good. And then, of course, there is the card art on the back. So let's get the scissors and give these guys some time on the rotator. All right, guys, we absolutely had to pull the rotator out for these guys. Definitely didn't want to hold these, do these by hand. I think they need a nice little showcase. These are fantastic models. This first one is the 64 Impala Lowrider. You see all that ridiculous, intricate printing on there. Looks unbelievably good. Does have those wire, Dayton wheels on there. Looks excellent. A lot of chrome and whatnot. Looks good. Of course, there's no, details on the inside. It's just a regular interior, but that's perfectly fine. Does have the correct stance as well. So Greenlight has been pretty good with having two separate bases for the Impala. So that way they can do a lowrider version and then they can do a, normal, everyday person version. This does have opening hood. So we'll just go ahead and pull the hood open on this one. So unfortunately, nothing fancy underneath the hood, not like excessive amounts of chrome or nothing, but they do have the surround in there painted up with black. You have your orange block in there, and of course a chrome air cleaner. Looks pretty good. Just think this model looks just fantastic. I mean, Greenlight's lowrider stuff is just unbelievable, just super top-notch stuff. This is the Prince. Looking very, very good. A lot of details on there, a lot of intricate stuff, especially in the back. Your front details looking pretty good. Like I said, it does have that correct stance. Looks really, really good. Very nice. Like the wheels a lot. There is the back. Looking fantastic. Taking a look at our base deets. Number 91. So a pretty relatively low number. So I'm pretty happy with that. Getting a low number on that one. Looks pretty good. This one in baby blue. This next one's kind of, I wouldn't say it's opposite because there's no really opposite of the blue. But this one is purple with a lot of pink. Looks excellent. Definitely a completely different design on there. It's not just the same design and different colors, which is one of the things I kind of worried about at first. This one is specifically very nice. When we get this up close, I will show you what I'm talking about. There is just some very, very interesting details on this one, looking very, very good. This one does have a magenta colored interior, which I think looks good. Does have a lot of silver striping around the windows and stuff like that. Good details on there. It is the exact same coupe, although this one is considered a 63, not a 64. Take a look under the hood on this one. It is more than likely going to be exactly the same. And indeed it is, just black on the surround, orange block, and of course your chrome air cleaner, which I think is perfect enough. I mean, these things are not really going to be on display, with the hoods up, I guess. Now, if the suspension moved or whatever, you might want to display it like that. But if that was the case, I'm sure Greenlight would have gave it a chrome base or something super fancy like that. So this one is especially nice because it has all this extra color in the trim. Looks excellent. I really like that. The back one is not as good. I don't really like the center part. I do like it around the taillights, though. Looks very, very good. And then taking a look at the front is especially nice. Just around the headlights, looks excellent. Looks really, really good. Very unique. Very unique. Definitely not something that I expected to get. Of course, the same wire wheels look good. Take a look at the base on this one. This one is 1820, so way higher number than the first one. So these are screwed together. So that's rather interesting. These are not riveted. So this guy was riveted. So that's very interesting. This first one's riveted, but this purple one is screwed together. So that is very interesting. We'll see if any more of these are screwed together because that's a very interesting assembly process. So this one I thought was just black, and it's more than just black. It is a very, very glittery metallic black, and it looks superb. This one has very toned down pinstriping. It doesn't have that crazy deco like the first two we saw. This one is just a ton of pinstriping on it. It looks absolutely excellent. I feel like this one is definitely more of a everyday, go to the local Cars and Coffee, or maybe even the local, whatever, meetup spot, whatever you want to call it. The first two looked more like, we're going to a car show. I'm trying to get best of show, that kind of stuff. But this one looks like your everyday, I built this in my garage, Impala. So that I really like that kind of aspect to it. This one is not going to have the hood stay up, unfortunately. But it is exactly the same. Does have the same exact prints and everything. It does have the same orange block and all that stuff underneath the hood. So this is that fantastic black. You can see all that glitter in there. Looks good, especially on the top here. Looks fantastic. Just standard black interior. Just simple tampos on the front. It is completely just, low-key. Looking excellent, though. The prints are amazing. These Greenlights are absolutely top-notch. This one, 1286 or 4286. That is a 4. So that is an extremely high number. And then you can see this one is riveted again. So kind of weird to see that purple one is screwed together. Very, very interesting. I don't know if any of them have been screwed together before. All right, this might be my favorite version. This might be my favorite version of all, even out of Series 1 of California Lowriders. This one is just amazing. This one is like in black and white. Like if you were looking at an old photograph that has no color in it, this is pretty much what it looked like. And it just looks so cool. I just really, really like this look. It looks amazing. The wheels are just blacked out, just have all the black trim. There's no chrome or anything. Looking just superb. I really like that. It has a little bit of detail, kind of making some shadow on some certain parts like the door handle and the fuel filler door and stuff. Looks pretty good. This one is very nice. I do like the fact that the taillights are still, decoed up in red like they should be. This is just a fantastic version. See what this guy has underneath the hood. So that hood will stay up for us. Again, nothing fancy, but it's there. It does open. It's very nice. There's a motor in there. It's exactly what we want to see. It looks pretty good. Now, I mentioned that these are all hard tops. In case you guys are unaware, they do make a convertible. These ones just happen to all be hard tops. So the roofs on all of these are plastic. So all they do is just change this piece out and then add a separate piece for a windshield when they're doing a convertible version. So there are those nice black Dayton wheels. Look excellent. Look really good. Just a really, really nice, sinister kind of look to this one. I really like the way that looks. I really, really dig this one. And then just a little bit of detail around that fuel filler door in the back, which is kind of interesting. And then you still get your taillights done up, which is amazing. Take a look at our number here, 2594, so about mid-pack. Pretty average number that we tend to get here on the channel. Again, this guy is riveted, so just that purple one is screwed together. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, we're going to move on to the only other type of model in the entire mix, and that is this Cadillac. It is kind of interesting to me that they didn't do a Caprice or maybe one extra Cadillac. Kind of interesting they chose to do 4 hardtop Impalas, but I'm sure M&J has a little bit of input on what they want to see. This particular one, 1973 Cadillac Coupe de Ville, looking absolutely fantastic. I'm digging the purple. I'm digging the pink. I'm digging everything about this line. This one, it's almost like a hot pink almost. The chrome, the trim, everything like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Such a good model. I mean, and I can't be happier to say there's no quality issues with these. These have no quality problems. No problems with the prints. No problems with the pieces attached to it. There's not glue residue all over them. It's just very, very nice to finally get some good quality Greenlight diecast. Looks just absolutely fantastic. So this guy looks like he has an opening hood, but it does not open. So just letting you guys know, there's no opening hood. But taking a look at this guy, it does have, same-ish kind of wheels. I don't believe those are the same wheels. So they are the same wheels. Okay. So these are all the same wheels. All 5 of them do sport the same wheels. I really like the stance on this guy with the, tucked in wheels in the rear there. Looks good. Again, just some pinstriping and whatnot. I do like the pink striping along the front bumper. Looking fantastic, nice and wide. Very, very nice model. And then taking a look at the rear of it. Looks fantastic. Does have some print on there for the taillights. Just a giant boat of a car. And then take a look at our base here. So it looks like maybe 3840. So relatively higher number. Again, perfectly fine. Looking absolutely fantastic though. Really, really like this a lot. So I think we definitely have to keep the Coupe de Ville on there. I'm a little biased towards the Coupe de Ville. Since we're going to be doing some pinky purple kind of colors, we're going to do that. But this is the Impala that is the money in my opinion. And just for illustration purposes, we'll throw these guys in the corners just so they're there. So there you go. That is the mix. There are 5 cars in the mix. They do retail for about $12 a piece. So yes, the prices are going up a little bit. Something like this would typically retail about $10, but it's gone up a little bit. But I can assure you that these models are fantastic. The boxes are a waste of time. They are a waste of material. But they look good if you are one of those who keeps everything sealed. We definitely don't do that here at Level M. We like to open everything and enjoy it as much as we can. So let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know what you think about the whole Lowrider theme. Lowriders are really getting hot. They're really getting hot. It's gonna be hot here very, very soon. And we had JDM, we've had Chevy trucks, square bodies. Now Lowriders are coming back. So we'll see how this goes. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Level M Diecast. Peace.